Okay. All right. We getting everything set up. All right. Here we go. What's up, people? Welcome.
Oh,
We got Tay Talk. You see, she laughing at me. Your boy is doing production tonight until Zig come on the show. But what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 5. I'm here with Tay
episode
Talks.
5. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry for last week, people. Of course, like Tay said, life be lifing. A lot of
Life
things
be
was
life
happening.
and
Yeah,
life be
but
life and
we definitely had to make it up this week. Of course, we wasn't gonna disappoint y'all. So welcome, and I'm glad everybody is tuning in. What's going on, Tay?
life.
Right?
Work, work, work. That's kind of what life is about these days.
Work, and work, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It seemed like you had a good weekend. How was your
I
essence?
did. I
How was
did.
your
I
essence
had an
weekend?
amazing weekend. I had an amazing weekend. So Thursday I went to was that Thursday or Friday? Friday. Friday I went downtown and did the convention center. Oh my god, I got so much free stuff, like it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. Me, my mom, my godmother, and
Okay.
then Saturday, I was gonna die if I didn't see Usher at Essence. Like when I tell you die, I was gonna die.
What you mean?
So
Never mind. I already know what you mean by that.
like
Yeah.
I had to see Usher. Like I had
Mm-hmm.
to. At first, I was like, you know what, Tay, just play it cool. Don't worry about it. But then I was like, you know what, I gotta go. I didn't go
Okay.
to his residency, so I felt like I had to go. And now, since I saw a little snippet of him, because the his performance wasn't long at all, so now I want to go see him in concert.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So if
For
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe, and I just need y'all to
Here
donate
we
like
go.
$10,
Here we
and I
go.
could get a ticket because they
Here we
running like
go.
300-400 for decent seats. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to your girl. Like I said, we gonna put my when Zed come because Shawn can't do it. The tech guy not here. So when Zed come, I'll put my cash app and my Zelle. You know what I'm saying? At the bottom, you can just scan the screen
Uh huh.
and help your girl out.
Okay. All right. Which you don't need a GoFundMe, but okay. I see that we got Dallas. What's going on? Congratulations on your bundle of joy.
On our bundle of joy. It's hers and
Okay, I'm
mine.
sorry. Y'all
Ours.
bundle of joy. I'm
There
right.
we
But
go. There we go.
blessings on your bundle of joy. I hope the
Yeah.
baby's healthy and tuning in to the episode.
Yeah.
So we
She looks
appreciate
like me.
it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But I did hear Essence was kind of like, I don't know now, because
Well,
I
I
think
mean, for a
I heard
family
it was
that
kind of
been
like blah. It wasn't as good as.
for a family like my people, they've been going to Essence for years. Of course, it's changed. Like it's not what it used to be. It's more the younger people. It's not as many older people. So when you get in situations like that, it's gonna be different. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have a younger entertainment. It's not Mary J. Blige and all of them. It's
Mm-hmm.
our younger people. So it brings in a different crowd, different vibrations, and of course, it's not the grown and sexy no more. It's just us.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. I just heard that it wasn't like I say. People enjoyed themselves, but I think it didn't live up to what the expectations were. Now I heard Usher was probably the best thing of the weekend. Of course,
Mhm.
he's been on a hot streak with his concerts and stuff
Crazy
like
thing
that.
is, that's all I saw. I went for
Yeah.
Usher.
I heard
Like
Hot
Usher
Boy.
came on there about 10:40, and I got there at 10:30. Like that's
You was
all
on
I wanted
time?
to see.
Damn. Well, I ain't gonna say on time because that's still
I
kind
was
of.
on time today for this show, wasn't I?
You was. I must admit, you was.
That part,
Very
because y'all
prompt.
like to play on me. I do be late, but this time us starting late, it wasn't on me.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
I'm just
but I'm
I'm
just
just
saying.
clarifying that because every time we start this show, that's what you start off with.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. But anyway, while we got everybody catching up with the notifications, once again, thank y'all for joining us. Of course, we're gonna have a nice little episode for y'all. We're gonna talk about I ain't gonna say toxic, but we're gonna talk about a little bit of why do we as people, men and women, stay in certain situationships or relationships that we know is not good for us. What is it that keeps us in these toxic relationships or situationships? What is it that keeps us in them situations? What are the red flags? Why do we ignore the red flags when we need to jump out and wave the white flag and get out of the situationships? And of course, we're gonna have a good startup conversation for y'all because that's gonna be very interesting. Can't wait to hear Tay's response on that. But
Why? Why is it always you waiting for my toxic response? We know my response is gonna be toxic,
I'm
but
always call you the puppeteer. You are the puppeteer.
that
You know
is
what I'm saying?
crazy.
Yes,
You
yes.
know what's crazy? More crazy than that. Look at my favorite coworker. We
Oh
argue at
man.
work all day.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
I just
Hey,
hired him on.
oh, that's what's up, man. If they coming
Yeah,
to join the show, I appreciate them. So, and then we got
they like
everybody.
me.
Here we go. And we got D Youngblood. It's definitely not what it used to be. They need to go back to the drawing board and try again. Yeah,
Yeah.
Essence, like I said, I heard Essence was not, it wasn't as what I thought it would have been. I'm gonna just say that. It wasn't Hot Boy. I
Mm.
heard Hot Boys were not impressive. I heard it was
I
kind of
mean,
like,
you have to think about it.
I'm just saying.
Everybody from back in the day, you dealing with people who I'm a millionaire, I'm a thousandaire,
Hmm.
and you got different personalities. You got people who I stand with this person, I stand with that person, and I'm gonna stand on what I say, and you're gonna stand on what you say, and that's kind of how we get in those situations. Like the high boys should have definitely been all of the high boys. It's not like they all not alive. It's not, but you gotta respect how people move, and you gotta respect when somebody stand on something,
But
they
I
stand
understand.
on it.
Look, I
Sometimes
understand.
you gotta take business for business. So
And that's and you just hit the nail on the coffin right there. Before we start the show, I just wanted to say that that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know how long people been waiting, especially for New Orleans. Now, I can see if it was somewhere else, then yeah, I guess you can say, well, hey, it is what it is. But you in the city of New Orleans, like, you know how long people been waiting for a Hot Boys reunion and just everybody coming together singing, rapping these classic ass songs these dudes and done, and that's what we get. Like, come on now, they could have done better than that. Like, I just heard that they was doing their own individual thing, and that was it. It wasn't like no unity or whatever like
mm.
that. But I feel
Well,
like
you
if I'm
know,
getting,
Lil Wayne don't know half of his lyrics anyway. So with
I
that being
mean,
said, there's not much you could have asked of him.
I'm just saying though, Tay, Hot Boys, like that's the original. That come on now, they are the staple of the hip hop scene down here. And I felt
Yeah,
like for
I
him to do
agree.
that, that's a disappointment to the city, man. Like, and I know they was getting paid. Now I don't know if they was getting paid, but come on, man, do it for the city at least. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But
People being cool and Shawn. Sometimes I get my feelings and I don't want to be on here with you, but I guess I tell myself I have a job to do. So on Wednesday I'm gonna be
let me tell
sitting
you
across
something. Let me
and
tell
on
you
the
something.
screen. It is
Let me
what
tell
it
you
is.
something. Let me tell you something. Everybody enjoys my company because I'm one of the coolest, realest person on here. You heard me? Don't get it
What?
twisted. Don't get it twisted. I don't. I ain't.
You
I'm
gotta
one of
be
those
kidding
realest.
me.
So I'm not. I'm not a cool. I'm not a cool dude. I'm
You
just.
straight or whatever.
Ain't that a bitch? Okay. On that note. On that note. Look.
Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and one more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Men lie, your women lie, but numbers don't. We can debate if you want, but I know you really won't. I'ma reach and guess my percentage on the desk. I'm sure like Holmes, detective skills, it be at the max. S Ryder, his topics, he bringing be the best. Ziggy the BCB streaming, that man is built for next. TikTok, she wear the dress, but don't try to press. I'm S dotting, them campus smacking, we at your neck. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and one more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out.
What's up, people? Welcome to another episode 5 of Let's Hash It Out podcast. I am S. Ryder alongside the boss, my co-host, Tay Talks, and Ghost and Ziggy the Beast will be here soon. So don't worry, everybody will be in the building. But of course, your favorite co-host, Tay Talks and S. Ryder is here in the building. Tay, what's going on? What's been going up with
Well,
you?
I'm the favorite. They enjoy you talk every now and then, but the people come to see me. Just to
For real.
clarify.
That's what you say, huh?
Yeah. You
That's how you
see
feel?
Tay, nanny, nanny.
That's half of your
Tay.
people though. That's half of your people.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
cool though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey,
Just saying.
ain't no
I'm an
issue with
internet
that.
celeb.
Man, get out of here. I'm just saying, when I come around your people, I'm cool. I don't, your people know me as well. So stop it. You know what I'm saying? But
They know
other
you.
than that, I know they know me because I'm real. I keep telling you that. I'm the realest dude here. You know that. Tay, stop. Stop.
Oh, chilling.
But other than that, though, man, we appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Thank y'all for taking the time out on y'all Wednesday to come join us. And we are running a little bit behind. So we're going to try to jump into these topics, of course. But before we do, of course, Tay, you know how we need to get our folks to continuously subscribe. We need y'all to like, share, repost. Like Tay got her co-workers to come on and join us. I need y'all to do the same thing. Come hash it out with us while we talk about these topics, unscripted, real conversations, dope energy and everything. So definitely pull up. And of course,
you
I'm always go ahead. You want to interrupt me? What's going on?
you know the thing to post to do it because Zig normally posts when he say
Man,
that.
look, Zed gonna be here in a minute. I got a multitask and everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Man,
you're gonna have to get what you get for right now. But
this is
these
hilarious. I'm proud of you, though. I'm proud of you. You gotten
these
the show
people
started.
these people know where to follow us. Here we go. There we go. Right at the bottom,
Look
man. That's
at
what they that's what they
you.
wanted. You can follow her. Definitely support my girl. Tate Travels as always. She could book you a nice little travel getaway with your little
Yes, I
sneaky link,
can.
your family, whatever you want. Just hit up my girl. You can follow me as well. Definitely. So yeah, man. Like I said, just trying to hold it down, man. Just trying to hold it down. That's all. Until my boy come back. You heard me? But anyway, Tay, we're gonna get started until the rest of our crew show up. And I definitely want to ask you this. Side piece. Side piece. Can you be my side piece? I want to know, why is it so cool that people accept being side pieces nowadays? Why? Why is it cool to be a side piece? It seems like people enjoy being the side piece. They don't mind being the sneaky link. They don't care about relationships. They want to break up happy homes and stuff like that. Side pieces like it's being acceptable too. So tell me, Tay, why is it that people want to be side pieces? Tay? Oh, we might have Tay froze. Tay might be froze, y'all. All right, so until Tay get back on, I'm gonna answer the question. It looks like to me, people want to be side pieces because they are not ready for committed relationships. I think people enjoy it just to be petty. I think a lot of people enjoy stuff like that because they want to live in that toxic environment. That's what I think. And at the end of the day, I feel like people need to understand something. Being a side piece is not cool. I don't like being a side piece. At some point, you get tired of being a sneaky link. You get tired of, you want something special. And I feel like at the end of the day, you're going to develop feelings. You're going to develop feelings. You're going to develop that emotions. And that's just real, though. At the end of the day, why would you want to be a side piece? In the comments, I need people to understand, why would you want to be a side piece? You know what I'm saying? There we go. Come on, Tay. What you doing?
Let
You
me tell you
blanking
something.
out? You
No,
blanking
what I
out on me? What's going on?
was about to say was about to be so out of line. My whole computer was just like, don't
Oh
you dare.
Lord.
Don't you dare.
Oh, so you was about to
So,
say something smart.
oh, I was about to go in, but it was probably gonna be inappropriate. So that's why my
Man, look, we're not holding back.
life was like, don't you dare.
I was telling people that being a side piece is not, like I said, I don't believe in being a side piece, me personally, but I have been on the side where, you know, I was a sneaky link at one point, or just being a side piece. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
Okay. So
at some
you've done
point,
it.
I done it. Yeah, I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie, I have, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I enjoyed it, and I ain't really have a problem with it because that was something I decided to do. But at the same time, though, I did want I wanted a relationship. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely wanted a relationship. So yeah, but I don't. Side pieces nowadays, it seems like it's being more acceptable than relationships. That's why I'm getting at. It's like people don't mind being the side piece and breaking up happy homes and stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying, why is it that people love being side pieces? Because you know you don't have full access to somebody. You don't have any full access to that person. And I don't care how nobody feels, you're not going to sit up here and say you're not going to develop any type of feelings or emotions for that person. So what's your take on that? That's just me. What you think?
People agree to be a side piece because of the convenience, because of the knowing. Like when
Mm-hmm.
you think about it, a person as a side piece, they have the understanding of everything that's going on. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you're in tune to when him and Bay not happy. You're in tune to every single thing. Like it's a thrill. You're excited. It's kind of like a sneaking thing. Like when you younger, you know you weren't supposed to be going out, but you snuck out the house. Like it's a thrill. And that's exactly what it is. Like it's not about any of the other stuff. It's literally a thrill.
Right.
A side piece is easier to deal with than a girlfriend or a wife. Why? You don't really got to explain much to her, but what you want to. You don't have to deal with her when you don't want to. It's
Mm-hmm.
convenient for, like, even as a female, it's easy to deal with a nigga on the side. He piss you off, you like, fucking, I'm gonna go chill with him today. And that's just what it is.
Right. All right. I mean,
And to me, I feel like once you get to that point where you have the side piece category, then should you really be married? Should you
oh.
really be in a relationship? You get to that point where you question, is this where I have Cox, actually? I have really good internet. Just the FYI.
I'm just saying, the people have spoken.
Just the FYI, just saying. But no, like people don't understand. Like when you decide to deal with someone in a relationship, sometimes it's not that you're looking for something. Like for example, I was in college, I dealt with somebody who had an on and off again girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't deal with him. I dealt with him in the sense of he reminded me of someone I knew.
Right.
And it was more like a comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, I'm used to this. He looks like this. So I can kind of put him here. And that's
Okay.
gonna remind me of that, and that's gonna satisfy me for a minute. And that's what it did.
Oh. I would say this. Now, would it be fair to say that some people don't mind being side piece because they're uh they're not comfortable being alone at times, or like say like they don't want something committed or anything exclusive, but they don't mind just having that person's time to themselves when they feel lonely or anything like that? Do you what you say about that? Because that's what I'm getting at. I feel like people will be a side piece because they feel like, hey, I can call this person up whenever I want, set up something, but I can still have my space, my peace, everything like that. That's what I'm saying.
And that is probably one of the main things that are convenient about it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're not looking for nothing serious, why not just dibble and dabble here when I want to? Especially if the person is very convenient. Like if you could send a text like, hey, you free? And it could be like, I'll be home in 30 if I need to be, then
Mm-hmm.
that's convenient. that's, it's kind of one of them situations where, I could fuck with that.
All right. So I'm just saying though, but I just feel like why are people being side pieces, people? I just don't understand it. Like,
People being side pieces because they don't care about commitment. And a lot of people could say like they don't respect themselves. Like they don't care to
hmm,
want the actual full package of a relationship. Some people really just have that feeling of I'm gonna just deal with who I want when I want and it don't matter.
right. But can that also burn you too? Because one thing I would say about being the side piece, I've seen it outside looking in or whatever like that. You can get burned if you, especially if you got a situation with that person, right? And you be like, man, I know what it is, and I understand, and da 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 da. And I guess if those lines are not, how can I say this? If the line in the sand is not drawn and is not being definitely communicated on a daily basis, I feel like people will be like, yeah, this person really love me. They hit me up, da 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 da. But next thing you know, oh, we can't do that. And then you gonna be like, all right, you know what? I'm about to be petty. Let me break up. That's the only thing I don't like about that. You already know what the situation was when you stepped into that
Well,
being
my
that
thing
side
is
piece.
that also depends on who you deal with. And that's also people who can't control their feelings. Like
Mm-hmm.
certain people, like like for me, I know what makes me catch feelings. So in the sense of me knowing what makes me catch feelings, those things I
You catch
don't do.
feelings?
Sometimes
You do?
I'm not superhuman. I am
I,
human.
I
Yeah.
didn't I didn't I didn't know a puppeteer can catch feelings. I didn't know that. Hmm. So you play with people's feelings, but you okay. All right. Okay. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I didn't know you catch feelings. You be asking me
Yes,
questions like that, so I'm just asking the question. You catch
I
feelings?
catch feelings. I'm human.
Okay. All right.
But I know the things in a situation that will cause me to catch feelings. So by me knowing that,
Go ahead. Don't let nobody stop you. Go ahead. Keep going.
like my thing is by me knowing that, I just feel like I don't do those things. So like
Hmm.
no, we're not about to actually spend quality time together, like going watch a movie, and we're not doing all that because I don't want that with you. I don't.
But what if
You
some?
you link, you go there, you link, you get up, you put your clothes on, you out the door. You don't sit and do all that extra stuff. Cause see, that's when you start getting feelings, and now you think he care, and now you care, and now we're in a ball of a shit show. No.
Hold up. Hold up. So you, so that's how you roll. You just do your thing. We had our time. Get your clothes on. Out the door. Hope the door slam lock. That's how you operate.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Do I need to lock the door behind me, or you gonna get up and lock it? Yeah.
Wow. Whew. I learn about you more and more each week, Tay. You are something else. You really are. You are. That is. Yes. What Zig said? Ziggy said, I love the way them strings pop when I pull them. Tay the puppeteer. I get it. I get it. And Bridge
That is crazy.
and Bridge says, when you out there side piecing, I would assume you gotta know to stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Don't be a side piece to break up folks' families. That's just silly and petty. And
Well,
that
the thing is, excuse me. The thing is, a man also has part of control from that too. If you and the person know what it is, you don't go or get in too deep with that person because then you're starting to make them feel like they're more of value in the situation than what your situation is at home.
hmm
As a man, you have to create boundaries. No, you shouldn't do it at all. But my thing is have at least enough respect for everybody to know their place, and I should never find out about it.
right.
It's something that should never come back to me. No, I don't condone it. I don't feel like it's okay. I don't feel like it's acceptable. But I mean, life be life, and then people gonna do it regardless. So in a situation, if it is done, I will hope that a person has enough respect in the situation to cut a lot of stuff to a minimum so that it doesn't blow up a certain way.
Nah. I mean, I agree, but that's not how it's rolling because I always said this. I feel like feelings get even more deeper when sex is involved, and that's when we gonna have issues. Because when you having sex, and of course, people look at sex in different ways. Those soul ties, that energy, whatever the case may be. If that person gives you that right sex, you be like, oh yeah, I want her. Like I'm keeping her. But then you gotta ask yourself as the person, are you keeping that person because on a physical level, I can't lose it because it was that good, and you're not really tied in with that person emotionally. Now that's when I understand what Bridge was saying is you understood your place, and if y'all cross that line, now that person gonna want more and more and more, and
Well,
that's
the
when I feel like
the
somebody got to
unfortunate
cut them
thing
ties
is
off.
the physical wins a lot of times. A
Facts.
lot of times the
Facts.
physical have your mind like, you know what, I'm ready to give it all up for this. I'm ready to let it go.
Be careful.
That's, you
Be
know what,
careful
I
what
don't
you
even
ask
think
for.
I'm happy with this. I need to go with that. The physical is a mother. It is. It really is. It'll have you reconsidering everything you worked hard for to be like, you know what? I don't want it. I just need this. I don't need nothing else. It can't get to that point, but then also you have to understand like what you're dealing with. When you
Mhm.
know what you're dealing with, then you get into a different space. If you don't know what you're dealing with, then you're in a space of what the fuck. Because a lot of people, they don't realize you have these conversations and you talk to people, but then we also don't flip back and revert to actually knowing and understanding what we're getting ourselves into and who we're getting ourselves into.
Right. Uh,
There's
I'm sorry, T. Thatcher Kraken. The topic is we're talking about side piece. This is a startup conversation that we're having about being the side piece and why is it more acceptable nowadays because it seems like people are more comfortable being the sneaky link. They're comfortable with not having any kind of exclusive tag with that particular person. They just enjoy the limited, I call it limited benefits, or it could be more, but I guess it depends on the two people that's involved in the situation. But we're talking about side pieces, how being a side piece is really being more acceptable than relationships nowadays. So that's the topic. Go ahead, Tay.
so yeah. So my long story short, I really just feel like side pieces come about
Uh-huh.
because you're lacking something in your relationship and you slowly start to find it in someone else. You don't realize it. It could be simply you at work and you start talking to a coworker. It's a little chit chat. Then you're talking about some stuff that's going on in your relationship. You're talking about some stuff that's going on at home. And then from there, you don't realize you start to confide in a person. And then once you get comfortable enough with a person, things escalate.
Right.
So that's when you have to realize, hey, this is where it ends. This is where it ends. But then you also have to understand a lot of women see what a lot of other women have, and in their mind, it's like, you know what? I just want a piece of that. I just want to see what that's like. I don't have to have the whole thing. She has the whole thing. That's her husband, that's her boyfriend. But I just want to taste of what that's like. And that's pretty much the mind frame that a lot of people go through in those situations.
All right. I'm just saying, that's just, I
I
just
mean, you saying that, but you just said you was a side piece before. So I mean, it ain't
yeah,
like you ain't never
but
did it.
I knew once again, understand what comes with being that though. That was something I didn't mind being, and I understood my role. I understood what the situation was at that time, and I didn't.
And you was okay with it.
Yes, because we knew what it was. We did what we did, and fuck, I did my thing. So there wasn't no. Especially, let me ask you this: do you feel like even on that type of terms of being a side piece, you think you still not able to do what you want to do because there's no? Because I've heard of situations where people would be
I
like,
mean, a lot of men are
"Just saying
selfish
now."
lovers. So a lot of men will feel like he would really get in his feelings and get mad when his side piece have a little boo.
But how when you know the situation?
How not?
So how
You can
can
know the
hold up? So
situation.
you want your cake and eat it too? So if I say if I
Don't
want to fit
don't most men want their cake and eat it too? I'm just
no
saying.
women want their
Please,
cake.
please,
Women
Shawn. We
want their
not.
cake.
No, we not about to do this
Women
tonight. We not.
women want their cake and eat it too. You hear me?
We're not gonna do this
So
tonight.
yes. So you don't think women want their cake and eat it too?
I'm not saying that they don't want it, but most men have their cake and eat it too.
And most women have
That's
their
a
cake.
lie. That's a lie.
Most women have their cake and they eat it too as well with money.
I
So
don't
how
know if I
about
feel
that?
like that.
Okay, that's what you think. That's what you think. That's what you want to think. What's up, Saint? But I'm just saying though, Tay, like, how can you be mad if I'm on doing my thing? And if I say, so what if I say, man, I want to take you out, and he be like, nah, I gotta spend time with my husband and the kids. And then I ask you again, nah, I gotta go to the picnic brunch with my kids and
Uh,
my husband. Okay, bet. I'm about to go get me somebody, and when you hit me up, yeah, I'm out with my boo, and you're gonna be like, what? Yes, I'm out with
yeah, it's
my
a
woman.
problem. That's a problem.
No, how? How is that a problem?
I'm your boo. So who are you out with?
I'm out with my boo. I'm out with
That's
my woman.
crazy. That's
No, it's not.
crazy.
That's crazy
That's
for you to
crazy.
even think that. And that
That's
goes to
crazy.
lead, and that goes to lead me into the next topic. The topic for tonight, anyway. Red flags. And also, why do we stay in toxic relationships? Well, I ain't gonna say toxic, but we can include that. Why do we stay in certain situationships or relationships that we know is not good for us, or sometimes relationships or situationships that we probably should have gotten out of early? So I would start off the conversation and hash it out with Tay on this note. What are some of the red flags in a situationships? If you want to break down relationships as well, but we could break it down however you want to. What are some of the red flags that you may see for yourself that tells you, hey, I want to be in this relationship, but I got to dip, but I can't dip. What are some of those red flags?
What?
Yeah.
That was a lot. That was a lot you said one time.
So what are some of the red flags? What are some of the red flags? Here we go. What are some of the red flags that you see? There she go.
I think I'm froze.
Oh man.
You are.
Yeah, you
And we
are.
don't have
You
the
might
real tech guy here, so it's not much we can do.
you might have to log back in. There you go. But at the same time, Tay, what are some of the red flags in relationships that you may be in or situationships? Something that might tell you, hey, I need to pull back from, or I seen this red flag and I ignored it because there was something about this situationship that I enjoyed. What is that?
I mean, for me, my biggest thing I felt like was dealing with somebody who I had a great idea that he was dealing with other people, a lot of
Uh-huh.
other people.
Okay.
And I should have just been like, you know what? Let me leave this shit alone because this not gonna turn out good. But
Mm-hmm.
I still was like, you know what? This is a challenge. And I would like to win this challenge. So what I'm gonna do is compete. And that's what I did.
What you mean compete?
Like I'm
Hold
gonna
up.
make sure that I end up being the girl at the top of the list. Like you may have a list, but I'm at the top of the list.
Hmm. So you competing for other people's, or matter of fact, you're competing to make sure that that person and only that person is going to know this tape. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
So what is the I don't so why are you competing? Why should you be competing when you should be the only one in that man's life?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, when you talk to people, no, you don't go on about talking to somebody and they're gonna be like, yeah, because you're the only person I'm talking to. That's not the case. That's never the case.
Okay.
I've never heard of a person be like, yeah. Well, I've heard people say it, but we all know it's a lie. Because then y'all get around each other, then they phone zoom, 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 zoom. So clearly, somebody's calling and texting.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the problem is the transparency when you go into a situation. A lot of times it's just not clear.
Okay.
And then sometimes they may say one thing, but then their action shows something else. Like you
Hmm.
may meet somebody that's like, you know what, I don't want nothing serious. I just want to chill every now and then. But then you turn around and then almost every other day you want to hang. We can't do that because that's not what you want.
Hmm.
You're not trying to date me. You're not trying to court me. We're just gonna hang every blue moon and that's that because you're not looking for anything deep. But then once you start hanging with somebody pretty often, a person's gonna assume you're wanting more from them. You're requiring more from them. So they feel as though you want more from them.
Right.
And I think that's where it goes wrong.
Well, I guess red flags that I mean, I think we can all say or agree on that we all been in situationships where we have met people in our lives that, we enjoy spending time with them. We didn't, did the whole 9 yard with them, whatever the case may be. Um, Once again, I think sometimes we stick in situations or we may tolerate certain situations because number one, it could be multiple factors. You feel okay, this person brings me a certain type of feeling of peace. And you might say to yourself, well, damn, I don't want to lose. I enjoyed this person's conversation, even though I know that I can't spend as much time with them due to whatever circumstances, but I can't, I know what I deserve, but I can't let that go. And I know that it's a possibility that I could be hurt. It's a possibility that I could get burnt at the end, but that's something that sounds like so crazy to me, dude. Some people are willing to be hurt because they don't want to lose that feeling of that comfortability or just that person's presence brings them some type of happiness, if that makes sense. Like you just can't let this person just walk out the door, or even if they do hurt you or they do something that be like, I can't believe this damn person really did that. Or you might let it go for a little minute, and then 2-3 days later, you might come back and be like, hey, what's up? Can we talk? And then you talk it out, and then y'all back cool. Y'all back to how y'all, and y'all might even be even more closer. But then it goes, it's the same pattern. It's a cycle. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like some people get to the point where they don't want to get back to being lonely or they don't feel comfortable. You know, they don't want to feel comfortable or whatever like that. So, I don't know. The red flags, it could be multiple things. People just don't want to lose, how would we say, Tay? That toxic, that toxic
That toxic.
environment or whatever like that. Sometimes they don't even have to be toxic. They just cannot lose that person in their lives. And it doesn't matter what it is. You can have your friends of best friends could tell you they see how that person treats you. You be like, I ain't really worrying about them because it ain't that serious. But in your mind, you like, that's the one. I want that person in my life, whether we in a relationship or not. I'm gonna always be there for them. But that can also that can really mess up, like that can mess up potential blessings on the back end. Don't you agree? Like, what if
Yeah.
somebody that, all right, yeah, that person is good, but what about another person that you probably met? I don't know, just a random place, and they just, it's something about them as well that caught your attention. So how do you move forward, or how do you move from that safe haven to this one? Like, and then you see what I'm saying? How does that work? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna still keep that person, or you could say, well, what I'm trying to get from you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that from this person as well, and I'm gonna have them more access. What's up, Ghost?
What's poppin', y'all?
Not much. What's going on?
Not much. What topic we on right now?
Okay, well, we're gonna get your opinion. We're gonna get your opinion soon. But right now, we're on the topic of the red flags and why sometimes it may be tough for us to leave situationships or relationships. What are the emotional reasons why we overlook the red flags that we should have caught in the early stages of that situationship? So that's what we on right now.
Okay.
So you wanna give us your input, and we're gonna come back to you because me and Tay had an interesting startup conversation about side pieces, and I can't
I
wait.
I know I was in the comments
Yeah,
and I had a little story for y'all, but was late today.
you can still tell your story. You can still
We
tell your
love to hear a
story.
good story.
I
I love to
mean,
hear stories.
I was once an accidental side piece, then it became on purpose, and then I got upgraded. And I just felt like after that experience, I'd never be a side piece again. Because once I got to the upgraded role, it wasn't fun anymore.
It wasn't fun. It's the thrill.
It Well, see, it was an
It's the
accident,
thrill.
and then once we got locked in, like we swapped places. You know, the main became the side, I became the main, and I ain't like that. They were stressing me out. They were stressing
Huh.
me out.
So you was a puppeteer too.
I don't, but it fits because I should have known he was trash. Because like 3 months in, I ignored a red flag. He said he had 3 kids. He really had 4.
Ooh.
It was a lot going on.
Yeah.
But we ended up together for 3 years, so I don't know.
Oh.
But all right. So once again, these red flags, I was telling Tay that I feel like some people do
Shawn,
it.
this girl said 3 years. And then she was talking about saying it didn't work. It worked for 3 years. That's a long time.
No, it worked for about a year and a half. That second year and a half was the trenches. It was the trenches.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
I'll take
okay. All right. I mean, you better than Tay though, because
that.
I
You
don't know.
really make me seem horrible. Do you understand that? Do you
Huh.
know that people be tuned in watching this and then I have to explain myself sometimes?
Why? Why should you have to explain yourself when
Because
these people?
sometimes you be painting me as like, I don't know.
I don't paint you as nothing. I just go off of what you tell me.
What?
You, you, you
No, you
told
take what I tell you and then you make it 10 times worse. And you
how?
point it out even more so.
How? I always give you your flowers. I give Ghost her flowers. I give Ziggy his flowers.
I just got here.
I'm just saying though, I don't paint anybody as the bad guy. Only you did that to me, and now I have a reputation of being a bad guy because
I
I
didn't do
spoke my mind.
anything. You didn't speak, but you spoke your mind. You pretty much told us if your girlfriend asks you a question, you're gonna lie.
No,
Like,
I didn't say that. I didn't say
That's
that.
wild.
No, I did not say that, Ghost.
so what
I
did you
said,
say? Talk to me.
I said, why should I have to tell you something that I have no concern about? That somebody I used to deal with 5-7 years ago is irrelevant.
But
It's
you
irrelevant.
are saying that you would lie though, right?
I would lie to not cause you any hurt. Because why? What woman want to know?
Oh,
Hold up. What
me,
woman would ask
me,
another man, oh,
me.
who has sex better, me or her? Why would you want to know that?
I'm
Why
not gonna
would
say
you
I
wanna
would
know
ask that, but I
that?
would
Yeah, you
ask
are.
that you do it.
Stop. Stop.
I
Stop the
wouldn't.
lies now.
I
Stop
wouldn't.
the lies
I've
now.
never asked that. I've
That's the
never
petty.
asked that.
That's the petty stuff y'all would do. If we in
I've never
Walmart,
asked that. I
all
would
right.
ask who you had more feelings for, but I wouldn't ask who sex is
Why?
better.
Why? So why? Why you want to start an argument
Because
about
I
that?
want to know.
Why?
Because she up here kikiing in your face and we
Matter of fact,
together
stop
and all
that.
of
See,
that.
that's the problem now. It won't be no kikiing. It'll be, hey,
No.
this is my girl. Hey, this is such and such.
It's
Hey,
always
nice to
the
see you.
kiki. It's
No,
always
it's
the
not.
kiki. Yes,
Okay.
yes it is.
Okay. All right.
Yes it is. The kiki.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's just like me saying, "Oh, who that was? Oh, that ain't nothing. That's Brian from when we was in college." Oh, all right. Oh, so y'all used to do it? Yeah. Who better? Why would I want the truth? Why would I want that? I would prefer you just lie to me and just say, "Oh yeah."
You wouldn't want the truth.
Hey,
You don't want to be like you, babe.
hey.
Please.
You might not say the truth. You might be like, "Yeah, you good," and do that side. Yeah, right, Nick. Yeah. See, I'm catching on to your game. I'm catching on to
I
your
ain't
game.
got no game. Ain't no
But
EA over here.
But so Ghost, so you ever had an experience? I know you just said it, but like, what do you think, even from the outside looking in with probably some of your friends or whatever like that, you ever seen a situation where you was like, I see the biggest red flags and you just question your friend or just being a good friend and be like, man, what the hell is going on? Like, why is you in this? What is keeping you here? And you know that this is not going to end well for you emotionally. Like, it's going to devastate you. And I don't think people understand that. Like Tay, when you lead people to a feeling and you cut that, and you be like, hold up, I thought I
So I
did
have a
everything
question.
right.
Did y'all see Megan Good interview?
No.
So she spoke on how all of her friends pretty much told her leave Jonathan alone. She was like, everybody told her that is not a good look. He is going to trial. That man is going to jail. Like, leave that alone. And she said in her heart and in her mind, she knew that he was who she was supposed to be with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, her last husband was a preacher. So I guess her belief in God and everything else has, come to a different level. And she said God placed her to be there with him.
Most of these people out here ain't talking to God.
So for me, I'm not saying specifically for that situation, but for a lot of situations, when you're in it, it looks a little different from when people are outside. Like a
Mm-hmm.
person loves to judge you and say this, that, this, that, this, that, and the other, but they don't have the understanding to really know what you're going through, the conversations that you and this person are having, what you know about this person. Like, it's different things that you have to understand. It's not just about what you see on the outside. It's about what I know and what I feel and things that we discuss on the inside. That's why for me, I try not to judge other people's situations. And I try not to judge other people's situations because I know for a fact, like I've been in situations where people be like, Taylor, what you doing?
Uh-huh.
I
And
see.
and now I look back at those situations and I be like, you dummy, you could have just walked away easily and not
Why
had to
you
deal
gotta
with
say it
none of
like
that
that,
shit.
dummy?
Because that's the truth. That's the truth.
I feel like most people ignore red flags. Not most. Let me take that. I say a 60-40 split. I really want to say 75, but I'm not gonna put it on too many people. But sometimes it is what the people don't know, what y'all got, y'all's bond and all that. It sounds good. But sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you do have those situations like that. However, I feel like 75% of the time, I might even do a 70-30 split. It's really the sexual relations. Like I feel like if a lot of people took sex out of their situationship, whether they a side piece, the main piece, and everything in between, baby mamas, baby daddies, two single people, if you take the sex out, a lot of people don't even like each other. The red flags gonna start
Mm.
glaring at you like, wait, I can't even sit and have a conversation with you. Or if you take away whatever, like money, take away money from people, they become real unlikable. And I don't mean like their personality when they broke. I mean like if you just take away the money and you just look at them as a person, they be kind of trash. Like I feel like it's stuff like that that if people take that out, they'll start looking at the red flags a lot different. And I done been there because that 3-year relationship I was in, sex was great. But then towards the end, when we took it out, you gotta go ASAP. I don't like you.
Wow. Wow.
That's very true, though.
But I did say that though. I said if sex got involved, the feelings get more stronger and stronger and stronger.
They
But then
do.
again, also understand this is the terms. It sounds like a contract. I hate to say it, it's like a contract. You chose to be the sneaky link. You chose to be the one with limited access with that person, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind being the side piece or the sneaky link. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did. I mean, I ain't have no issues. I knew what it was. Hey,
You're a man though. Some women can do it. I don't think a lot of women can do it, but I
I
think
I've
think
there are
done
so.
it.
some.
I
I've
think
done
so.
it.
I think
I've done
so.
it.
I got
I
the
And
think
it
Uno
was
so.
reverse.
pretty
I mean, I got
easy.
the Uno reverse card on me, so it didn't work out. I tried. I did try, but he Uno reversed it, and then we ended
It
up together.
actually, like, for me, it actually worked.
Explain.
Huh? I ain't
He,
think you was gonna say
he
explain.
got that red shirt on like a red flag over there. I'm starting to see. All right.
Got to know that.
Okay.
Well, my thing is, once again, like I said before, I know the things that make me catch feelings. I'm not gonna do those things that I know are gonna put, and I'm not gonna allow him to put me in a position that I know that I would catch feelings with.
Such as
Just
what?
sex, just sex is not gonna catch my feelings. It's just not. Me, I'm a quality time. Like I had to take the love language test to really understand myself, and I'm definitely a quality time type of person. Like if I'm trying to spend time with you, I really like you.
That is
I
fact.
really like you if I'm trying to spend time with you.
Because you
But
like to
if
be in
it's
bed
just,
by 7:30. So
you know it, so I'm cuddled up, feet under you, we intertwine. Like yeah.
hold
But
up.
then once it's time for me to go to sleep, I need you to move. Move
Huh?
over. I'm not affectionate. I don't want the kissy, touchy,
Ho,
huggy, all of
ho.
that.
She's told
It's to
us
a
this though. We
minimum.
had
It's
this
to a
She
minimum.
told us that she
Go.
don't like that.
I
That's what
know
I'm
she
saying.
told
It's to a
that.
minimum.
That is crazy. Hold up. You want to be affectionate when you want to be affectionate,
Yes.
but when
Yes.
it's time for, if it's time for that man to be spooning you, it gotta be,
Move. Move.
huh?
Move.
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 Yeah.
Nah, kick your ass out the damn bed. You act like, man, that type of shit you on, man. You
I'm
I
just
think
wild.
being honest.
Man, you wildin', man. What is wrong,
That's
people?
crazy.
What is wrong with T?
I
I'm just
think
being
this comment
honest.
right here though, the people sign up for them toxic situations and expect different. I think that, and
Very much so.
that's my best friend, y'all. What up, Kaylin? And then my other best
What's
friend in the
up?
comments. Gotta say hey to both of y'all before it get a
Oh,
lot of tussling in the comments.
oh
But
man, what's up?
I think that Portia, I'm talking to you. But I think that his comment was a good one because people do get into situations and they ignore the red flags because they feel like, oh, I can change them. They'll grow with
Yeah.
me. Your last partner was as good as me. I got this energy
Yeah.
about me. Whole time they're about to get turned every which way but loose by that red flag walking because
Listen.
instead of them growing, everybody ends up regressing because
Listen, that was my
it's about
dumb
to be a shit
ass
show.
for sure. That was my dumb ass for sure. Like, if that red flag was that person, that picture right there is right next to him. Literally. Then went through that. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get him in a chokehold. Like, I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have him this way. And
And
he
you
was like, I'm
have,
gonna show you.
and you know what's
He
so
gave me a
crazy?
run for my money. I
That's what
ain't
they be
lying.
doing.
And you know what's so crazy? You actually posted a story about that over the weekend, T. Ain't that
Who,
something?
me? What
Yeah,
I said? I
exactly
post
what
a
you
lot.
just spoke. Oh, no,
Intoxicated.
no. Yeah,
What I
but
said?
you said the exact. If I apply pressure, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna.
Period. I
That's what
feel
you
like
said.
that. I
You
feel
like
like
the
that.
challenge. You like the challenge.
I do. I ain't lying.
So Dayton said, not everyone get together for love. It could be for social status, financial stability, sex, mental stimulation, emotional attachments. What y'all say
Yeah.
about that?
I think you gotta get to I think all of that plays a part in a relationship. Love is not gonna keep any couple together. And if it does, that's a red flag in itself because it's marriage itself is a business contract. Like it takes a lot more. You gotta think about their credit, they finances in general, sex game. It's a lot more than just love, emotional attachment, everything that's listed in that comment. You got to think about all that regardless in a relationship because y'all gonna be together hopefully, or if it's a good
So,
situation for a long time. But say for instance you get together for financial stability, like that's all you worried about. But they might have a lot of money, but then that money could have them acting a certain way. That would be a red flag. Like, oh, they got all this money, but they got a shitty ass attitude, right? Or they feel like because they got money, they can treat everybody any kind of way and just throw money at them. That would be the red flag behind it. Because there's a red flag, and you can find a red flag in every situation. They could be using the money to cover up the fact that they're just not a good person. Or if the sex is good, they could every time you say you don't like something, all right, well let's just get in the sack and going on. Like
Let me
any reason you get
nibble
with
on her
somebody.
neck. She gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, B, go ahead.
so I gotta ask you this, Ghost. And I think me and Tay talked about this 2 seasons ago, and it was a hot topic. How important is sex in a relationship or in general?
I gotta say it's important, like very important. And I
So give
say
us
it
a
because
no. Give us a percentage.
What if you're in a relationship, and I'm talking about a real deep committed relationship that leads to marriage, and I'm talking about everything is meeting up to your expectations. None's perfect. How important is the sex with that particular person? Give a
probably
percentage.
like a 90 to 100.
Jesus. Oh
Damn.
my goodness.
Like if we're talking about that, just like a trait by itself.
You can't teach him. Oh, 90 to
Shit.
100. Everybody stroke different thing. You
When
gotta
I
have to teach
say
them
when I
something.
say how
Jeez,
important it
90.
is, I mean like they don't have to be like a 90%. I mean like it's very, 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 very important. And I mean that because like if I plan on being with you forever, it's more than just how the sex game is, but it gotta be adaptable. We gotta be able to have a thrill because after a while we gotta add some spice to this or something. I don't mean threesomes because everybody feel like spice is threesomes. That's not what we're talking about. But I feel like you gotta constantly change. You gotta learn your
What did
partner's
you,
body.
Shawn? The smile that you just gave was
Oh,
what?
But like,
I'm listening.
yeah.
I'm
And
listening.
when I'm thinking sex, I'm also thinking your
Jesus.
sex drives gotta match. You gotta be able to learn your partner's body. It's a lot more to go to sex than just a good stroke game. Like, because what if you like a hornball and they don't like sex at all? Y'all ain't gonna last. It's not gonna work. It's just
You just heard the most important thing I think people overlook is what you and Tay just said. I never hear people just say that. They just say if the sex game ain't good, then that's it. I don't care if you making six figures. I don't care if you do this, that, and the
I mean,
third.
from 90 to 100%. That's pretty much what she just said.
no. See, what I mean is the
Oh.
mindset. I was thinking more so the mindset behind sex. You mean like the actual sex game?
Every-
At least a 70. At least a 70. Because we work with the other 30%. But
you have like you said, you have to adapt. Every woman, I might do something to this woman that might not affect the next woman. I have to learn.
That's true.
I mean,
That's
I
true.
can't. You just can't go off of that first experience and be like. I mean, of course you're gonna do what you do, but they might be like, I don't like that, or I'm not into that. So now you gotta adapt, and maybe the second time around it could be, but some people
I ain't
just
gonna
look
want
at
it
it
done
as,
you though. I'm not gonna want it I'm not gonna want it done you if I like you. But my last relationship, the first time we had sex, it was trash. But he said he was nervous. The second time, it was amazing. So I will give you that.
Why
You can't go
hold up, why y'all laughing
the
at
first
that?
time.
Why y'all laughing at that?
I don't
Nobody
know.
can't get nervous.
No, you cannot drop your pants down and talk about something you nervous. We
We
here
are
now.
naked here. We are here now.
What?
Everything you said in the messages, I need you to deliver.
Back that up. You
Maybe-
didn't talk shit. Once you
maybe-
get to the point before you about to have sex with somebody, it's been talked about. It's been discussed.
It
So
probably
my
has.
thing is,
It probably
don't talk your shit. And then when it's time, I was nervous. Ain't no nervous.
I mean, I spun the block, and I think the second time he definitely made up for the first time. But it was like a 2-month gap in between that too. So I guess maybe we knew each other by then, so he wasn't nervous. I don't know. But there was a 2-month gap in between the first time and the second time.
So wait, let me pause you. So the sex was horrible. And then you waited 2 months and said, I'm gonna try it again. Girl, please. I'd have changed my number.
I don't know. We was locked in on
blocked everywhere.
2 months.
Mm.
It was great the second
you
time.
you couldn't lock nothing if it wasn't good. I don't know what y'all was locking. Must have been eyes, because it wasn't legs. What?
Wow.
It was
No
not
way.
legs. It wasn't legs. But the second time, I don't know. He pulled out a bag of tricks and he ain't let up after that. So
Well, maybe his nerve. He maybe took his nerves pills. I don't know. But whatever it was, I'm happy that it worked out for you.
Pills to you
Because it wouldn't have got a second try. Mm-mm. I ain't got time to waste. I had one bad experience my whole life. One really bad experience, and I was just like,
this ain't it.
And every time I see him now, I just put my head down because I be like,
ain't that a bitch?
I can't even
man.
look in your face.
Ain't that something?
And I had to tell a few of my friends a story.
Why?
So now when they see
Why
him, they be
not?
like,
Why not? Oh, so that's what type. Eh, gotcha. Gotcha. So that's what we on. So I could go
So
back.
you don't tell your homeboys like she was talking all that noise, she in the messages, and then
That might be they.
not only is both on
Do
both
I?
sides, my female best friend and my male best friend gonna know, and my male best friend's pettier if they see you. Not gonna lie, the bros they a lot pettier.
I'm gonna tell you this, and somebody told me this. An OG of mine told me this. Be careful who you talk that shit to. Like if you talking that shit to your homegirl or me talking that shit to my homeboy, and especially if they be like, y'all really like, y'all know y'all fool around. Sometimes some people be like, man, I'm trying to see how that. I'm just saying, you know how people
I
is.
mean, it's sometimes that is the case, but I mean,
Yeah, but come
and
on now, like
I hate to say it, but
I
depending
don't.
on what you are in the situation, you can't really put stipulations on who do who.
Right, you're right.
But see, I don't want to sleep with nobody that then slept with my best friend. Now,
Yeah, that's true.
if it
But I'm
happened,
just
like if
saying,
we didn't
especially like
know,
men,
I'm
men
saying
don't
they
care.
might do some sneaky stuff behind your back. You know, you do have. I mean, in society, that's you can't tell
Men
everybody.
men don't care. Men don't care.
they don't.
Right, we might not give a fuck, but
I think y'all care if
I'm
y'all like been
saying
a
if we
long
Your
term.
partner look at it as, oh, she got my boy gone. I wonder what she doing. You ain't even gotta tell him nothing.
and he gonna
She got
try to and he
she
gonna
got my partner going to Sephora buying lip gloss. I know it. Something ain't right.
you gotta have some Fiji water down there for all that. Stop it.
My ex, he was a hood nigga from Dixie, and he went in Ulta and had the lady pull up my profile on the little thing, like you can go in, put your number in, to pull my receipt history so he could buy the makeup that I use. That is facts. Like my ex before my ex, like the last one. Not
Damn,
the
so that's how you and
So
T.
that wasn't the 3 year.
Nah, but me and him was together 2 years. But like our first
Uh-huh.
Valentine's Day, he definitely went in Ulta and bought me makeup.
Wow. And how much he spent on his makeup? Because I know makeup is very
Like
expensive.
150, like 150.
Ain't bad.
Yeah,
He only got 3 items.
3
You know
items.
how that go.
3 items for
makeup is
150
not
bucks?
makeup
It's
is
not
not
cheap.
cheap. A foundation is $50-$60.
Oh
You buy the right
God.
kind.
What is that? What is that? Don't talk to me about no foundation. I don't know what all that is.
Not coming from
Well,
the man who said
makeup
the
can
first
add up.
date gift, his first date gift was shoes, and he talking about makeup.
That part.
Hey, that might be a red flag. He might do some shit on the side. I don't know. But we'll get into these comments. Uh Britt
Look at
said,
you acting like Zig. Let me get into these comments. I like
Right.
that.
But well, if you're in a long-term relationship, the importance of sex changes with the changes of life, though. Yes, you got to keep it up, but there's going to be times where sex isn't an option.
That is true. Because, I mean, when you get older, I mean, a man can't stay up forever. So once you get to a certain age, you got to love him to really, deal with his shit, unfortunately.
I mean, I think intimacy can also be more than just, of course, the getting in the sack and doing your thing. I mean, of course, Tay already explained to us on the last episode. She's sitting at the top row of the movies, and he's at the top, she's at the bottom.
Here you
So there's
go.
no intimacy, no affection.
Here you go.
But I'm saying
Here you
affection,
go.
hugs.
I just said I'm not the type to kissy huggy all day and hold hands. That's just not
Nah,
me.
that ain't
Like
how
I
you
want to
do.
be.
I do a smooth
I agree with
180.
you on that. I agree with you on that.
I do a 180, and I'm probably the problem with that. Like you talk about her, but like in the beginning, I'm not affectionate at all. We ain't got to do all that. But once I determine that you are my favorite,
Yeah.
and we locked in, all of a sudden I turn into I want to be in your skin.
But see, I think the problem is I haven't found a favorite. I haven't found a favorite. I will hope to find a favorite. But I've had this conversation with somebody actually earlier today, and I just told them straight up. I was like we talked about like women like being submissive and all of this. We was talking at work, and I was just like, I haven't found anyone that I felt like gave me that loyalty and gave me their all to feel like I want to be submissive.
They don't
Fuck no, I don't want
exist.
to be submissive. I want to be me, regular.
There y'all go. JB said, I remember one time I talked a big game, but the kitty was so good that I lasted 50 seconds. Man, she never called me again.
Big
It
facts.
happens, ladies.
It
50
it does
seconds.
happen, and I'm not calling again.
I mean, quick though, you should have had something. You couldn't get no head or nothing. Like, did you just lay there like, whew, done? I need answers.
I'm about to say, like,
Because I feel like if you 50 seconds, make up for it in some way. I don't know.
yeah,
I
that,
don't 50 seconds. I don't think there's no way that he can make up for it. It's done. There's no coming back from that. There's none.
He couldn't go a second round.
No,
uh,
no,
I
no.
don't
What
know.
that's gonna do? Another 51 seconds? Like no,
It might be like
Maybe
American.
he needed to knock the first one out.
maybe
They-
he gotta practice. Maybe he has to go home
Maybe
and
that's a
practice,
compliment to
'cause
y'all. Like, whoo, I got that. I got that.
I
Shit.
don't want to be complimented if that's the case.
I'm just saying I mean, some women look at it like that, like, yeah,
Don't compliment me.
I thought it's supposed to be a mutual happy ending here. So I'm just trying to figure out what
maybe
goes on
I don't know.
afterwards.
Maybe he could have did a lickathon or something. I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm saying. Like he should
A
have.
lick that I don't think is not.
Oh, she wasn't having it.
I'm just saying. Hold up. So what did he? So I tried to offer. See, look, I tried to offer to lick the kitty, but she wasn't having it. I drove by her a few days later, and I heard another dude's voice when I rang the door. Yeah, homie, I think that was just, maybe you should have just. Hey, there's plenty
You
of
should
women
have
out here,
led with
bro.
that. I guess you should have
Yeah,
led
you.
with the. Mm,
Yeah. Tay,
With the what?
that, I guess I don't know.
Dayton
I'm trying to
said,
help
"Hey,
him
you
out.
got the arms out looking toned." I don't know what you
I've been
think.
working out lately.
Oh man, stop it! You ain't been working out nothing. Stop it. You ain't been doing nothing.
Y'all really be hating on me,
I'm not.
and that's crazy.
So Bridge has said, I think people use that submissive word way too much and out of context.
Agreed.
Because what context of submission are folks referring to?
I
Okay,
don't know. To me, I be feeling like when people talk about being submissive, they want me to crawl on the floor too.
no,
Like
that's
in my
not.
mind, that's where I go, and that's when it's a fuck no. That's where my mind
I
goes
ain't
directly
going.
there.
Very
Portia
diabolical.
Harris.
Very diabolical.
Hey,
Lickathon.
hey.
That was a good one though, Shawn. I have to make sure Zig put that one at the bottom for you next time.
I'm just.
Lickathon.
Hey,
Lickathon is diabolical, but submissive,
Lickathon.
like I feel like when men hear submissive, they think do whatever I say.
They
Just
think
fall
the
off by
worst
every
case of
word
50 Shades
and-
of Grey. That's what I get.
It's not happening. Cause how can I be submissive and you can't even lead? You're leading me to hell. No.
And you 30 seconds in.
Well, once again, I explained this before. Submissive, which you are right, some men. Let's just say that. Some men.
Most.
No, some. I'm not gonna say most. Stop.
Today's society is most.
No. The real men out there know what it means for a woman to be submissive. Like, let's just be for real. You need to be a provider. You need to set examples, lead by actions.
But the
You
problem
need-
is a lot
Look,
of men aren't providers.
That's correct.
They're not.
I get that.
They're not.
In this society, the statistics will back up what you just saying. That's what it is. Most women are pretty much out like in dramatic fashion. Is really making probably more money than men, and that's statistical facts. But being submissive means if I'm doing, and it's just not to just do it just to say, yeah, now you got to be submissive to me. No, a woman naturally is going to be submissive to her man if he's doing the things that she deserves and value. And just like a man could be submissive to his woman, it's just all about, is that the right person? Are they providing? Are they doing the right things? Setting the right actions? This ain't what you think it is. Just putting a collar on your neck and say, come here.
That's
Like
what it feel like.
That's
it's
yeah. That's how I
that's
feel like a
because
man be
y'all
saying
dealing with.
it.
It's probably because you're dealing with these dog ass dudes out here. I don't know what
That's
to
what's
tell
in
y'all.
the streets right now. Like
I'm just
society is
saying, it's
I
thriving
feel
off
like
toxicity.
a
my
woman is going to
Like
belief,
naturally
us,
submit. I'm telling you, a woman is
my
naturally.
belief is all the good men are gone. So now you just have to train the dogs.
Here you go.
find
I'm
your favorite
tired of that.
dog, speak his
Why?
language.
Oh, why? Why is this just? Oh man, there's no good men. Why?
Hey,
You gotta get you
listen,
a collar and a leash and walk them.
Man,
these
stop
the
it.
cats out here aggressive
Stop it.
too. The cats, the women, they they got 9 lives for real, and they gonna use it on 10 niggas.
Oh, all right. So women are hold up. So Bridge said that women are much more independent nowadays. I agree. So
We are.
does that mean now are we talking in the sense of single women, single parent women? Or are we just talking about in general? All
I
right.
think all of
I
the above. Women are just women now. I hate to say it, they're the grinders, they're the go getters, they're the breadwinners now. That's just what it is. A woman go out here and hustle just like a man, if not harder.
That's because men these days, see, they want a submissive woman, right? But then they want to go 50-50, and they think submissive is you cater to me. So we going 50-50. You want me to clean the house, take care of the kids, cook a hot meal every day. They want what the women did back in, say, the 60s and the 70s. Whole time those women were at home. But you also want me to go 50-50 with you, and you're not willing to go 50-50 with me. Because submissive can be a mindset. We can go 50-50 on everything and you can still lead the household. But at the end of the day, you only want to go 50-50 on the money. Other than that, you want me to be Betty Crocker, Molly the maid, a nanny to our kids. And I say nanny because you got to take care of them 24/7 with these men nowadays.
And then
They
into
just
his
come.
kids too, because most of them come with kids. So
Okay, so what
you
do
gotta
you
bring
feel?
all their badasses to
So
show
what do you
business.
feel like? All right, since I'll let y'all explain. What do it takes, or what do a man have to show y'all women out here to be submissive? Not in the fashion of what you're saying about no do what I say, clean the clothes. I'm talking about, hey, this man is doing what I don't have to ask him to do this. What is it that you feel like a man needs to do in order for y'all to submit as far or be submissive to him? That's the question. I'll ask y'all that in that way.
I got
What
it.
is
I
it
need
that's
a
gonna
man
make
to
you
be faithful. I need him to communicate and I need him to hold it down. I need to be able to depend on him when my back is against the wall and I know we
okay?
good.
Okay.
My
Ghost.
answer is so simple. And it's the hardest thing for people to do. In order for me to submit to a man, he gotta be led by God.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally where I'm at in life. And this is something I had to grow into. Because
Mm-hmm.
maybe a year ago I would have had a list. But honestly, if he's led by God like he's supposed to be, he's going to be everything that a woman should be submissive to.
Hmm. Okay.
And a lot of people in general aren't led by God. So in order for me to find a man that's gonna be led by God, I obviously have to be a woman that's led by God because you know when you aren't led by God, you don't really see God led people. You see what you want to see, which are the
Right.
red flags look like Six Flags.
You
So
know
Mm-hmm.
it. Disneyland, Disney World.
been there. So I think that's why I'm at where I'm at because I do feel like the more I improve my relationship with God, I'm able to see a lot more things. And honestly, even if you're not perfect, if you are trying to do better, and as a man, if you are following God's word and consulting Him in all of your decisions, you're going to be steadily improving. And that's something I can
Mm-hmm.
get behind. And you're going to have the morals. You're going to want to be faithful. You're going to want to, take care of your family, provide. It's going to all fall into place with that one thing. Because if he's
Okay.
being led by God, he can lead me. Not the hell like the rest of them know.
And that's a good answer. I feel like I said, at the end of the day, I think, and like I said, men could be submissive to a man is going to make sure his woman is taken care of, but the same qualities, hey, just be loyal, be faithful. Everything as far as the household stuff, to me, that's a communication thing. If we both working, all right. If I get home before you do, all right, I'll make sure the kids are good homework wise. I'll have dinner cooked, have the house, and then if the kids are old enough, all right, kids, get the cleaning. Let's make sure mom's good when she come home, and vice versa. It's a communication thing. If I'm working late and you all for flip it, it's just, it ain't no 50-50. It's 100.
I mean, that's easier said than done, but a lot of men ain't rocking like that.
Well,
It sounds good. It sounds cute.
But see, as a man,
I'm not most men.
The flip side question is, men are always asking
Said by
women,
most men. But okay.
men are always asking women what it takes to be submissive, but what does it take? Because you can be a leader. All great leaders know how to take criticism and know how to listen. So what does it take for a man to really listen to a woman and know that, okay, she got my back, let me listen to her, let me actually take the advice that she's saying? Because a good woman is going to check you when you ain't on your game and you ain't right. But some men got egos like, I ain't going to listen to her, I ain't going to do this. So what does it take for a man to really listen to a woman?
That's a good question. I'm gonna just tell you this, real talk. Us men are simple. Y'all just overcomplicate things. I'm just put it out there. Yeah, yes, we are very simple. We are very simple, and I feel like we can listen. And sometimes, yeah, our ego gets in the way. I will agree, but at the end of the day, you have to be willing to understand us as well, and also listen to our point of views too. Because Tay always said most women wants to be right. How can I at least understand what you're saying, and you always claiming you're right? That's the issue right there. Y'all think y'all always right when y'all know y'all wrong, and that's if y'all get that ego stuff on the side, then yes, a man gonna listen, a man gonna understand, and the man is gonna definitely listen to what the hell you got to say. But if you're gonna constantly go back and forth with us, you know how we out. You know how it is. That's just plain and simple.
I'm gonna get me a cat and live
Cat
my
got y'all
best
something?
life. I'm going to get a cat and live
You
my
have to
best
get a
life.
few of them.
Nah, you don't
Yeah,
need
just one.
Look, hold up, because we got a lot of comments to catch up on. So let's see. We got Portia. No men, I don't know if she meant to say no man, but no men want men in female bodies. They want females to be the providers while they claim the title.
I swear.
Okay. All right. She also says they want us to go 70-30. Now, I've never heard of that number. That's a
The 70 being, I understand what you mean. The 70 is on us. The 30 is for the man. They want to come. They want to come slam a check on the counter and be like, "I did my part. That's it." No.
Oh, so y'all just get the check and yeah, I go my check. Go do what you need to do.
Right? Yeah. No, that's not how this works.
All right. Bridge says women in those times also needed men. We couldn't even get our own bank accounts then. Okay, that's a fair point. Portia, all they do is go to work. Hold up now. We ain't about to be all this bashing. Like, that's what I'm feeling like. God damn. All they do is go to work. We cook, clean, fuck them, buy groceries, decorate the house, do taxes, fill out job applications, go to practice, plan trips, submit, look good.
It's
Go
to
to
go to
church.
church at the end. To go to
Exactly.
church, you had to throw the go to church.
Jeez.
Now I will say, so the one that said that women needed men back then, I ain't gonna lie. My grandma and my granddad, when they were in there, they got married like right when they were like 30. My grandma, this was kind of cold blooded. So if my grandma ended up watching this, my bad for telling your personal business. But we talked about over 4th of July how she left her first husband, took the house in the marriage. It was paid off, and then she moved my granddad in and they got married. So the house, it was always hers. It was in her name, fully, solely, but she did take it from her first husband, but it's what he deserved. But technically, when she got into her second marriage, which lasted, she came in with a house. She came in with her own. And she was always, they pretty much made about the same amount of money. He took care of the house, but at the end of the day, it was definitely her house.
Yeah, but and I'm not trying to make no excuses neither, because most people are gonna say it, but the expenses back then to now,
Expensive now.
I mean, let's be frank. Is men or women even making that? Not saying they not, but what's the percentage of men and women that's really making six figures like that? I mean, or making, I'm talking about on their own, not combined.
Strangely, I
Talk to
know
me. Talk to me.
out of my friend group,
Uh-huh.
a close friends, I'd say a good 70-30 split. Maybe 65-35. But
Okay.
I actually know a lot of people that make six figures. But background story for that, I know a lot of people that either they work on a railroad or they work in tech. So I don't know if it's just because of the environment that I'm in. It might be a little biased because I know a lot of people that work in the tech community, that work on the
Right, right,
railroad, that
right,
work
right.
at the plant. So and they've
Yeah,
been there 20 years. So it's easy to hit six figures.
it is.
I know an
Shawn, how long you
accountant
been
for
on
a
the
living.
railroad?
So
I've been what, fifth, only 5 years. Only 5 years. Only 5 years.
Reaching, you
I'm
reach,
all I'm almost, I
you
ain't there yet.
almost to that six, huh?
I'm
I know it.
almost
see,
there.
yeah.
I know it.
I got another pay raise. What? Yesterday? Yeah, another pay raise. So I'm getting there. I ain't there yet, but
And see, a lot of people not hitting that in 10 years at their job, and in half that time you almost there. So
Correct.
yeah, it was a lot of hard work, but but I'm just saying, like in general, it to me is no excuse, but you're dealt the hand that you're dealt. And like I said, most people can't really, some people might be like, I can probably do 70-30. I might just need you to handle the small bills. Some people be like, I can take care of you. I just cannot do every single thing. Like, what's your thoughts on somebody's, if you meet somebody and let's just say y'all move in, y'all don't discuss any type of bills, y'all just move in because I gotta be with you and I love you. And yeah, Ghost. We're gonna use this situation because I don't think people really consider the fact
move
that
in
before you
where?
move in with somebody, you have to discuss finances. And I want mine helping my woman if she says, "Oh, I got a car note and it's almost due." Like, say, like I'm almost done paying it off. All right, if we together, we sit down, we come up with a game plan or see how we can formulate some type of strategy to say, like, all right, I got you. But if you got tons and tons of debt and you come in and automatically just assume, hey, you got to take care. Like, hold up. I got my own car note and credit card and student loans and whatever, et cetera, et cetera. Like, hold up now. What the? So how you feel about that type of situation, taking upon somebody else's debt if y'all moving in together or whatever like that? I just feel like maybe you can help somebody with one thing. I don't know. Now, if you balling like that, hey, kudos to you. But how you feel about that? You too, Tay. I like both
I
y'all.
mean, I feel like when you get in a relationship and you decide long term, this is it and we're going to be together, I think you should get together and find a median in how we're going to get to this place.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, once you get together, what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. Especially when you living together, you're in a situation where we in debt
Right.
and we have to find a plan to get ahead. So my thing is, I don't mind if a person's in a sticky situation. We just have to figure out our plan to get it out. A lot of people that you realize today, they're gonna have a little debt, they're gonna have a few credit cards here and there. You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna run into, it's very rare you run into a man that has, or a woman that has nothing going on. Like they're just like, hey, I'm living for today. I ain't got no debt. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. I ain't got that. It's
Mm-hmm.
very rare that you find those people. So my thing is that we're gonna be together. I'm fine with that, but let's come up with a plan of how we're gonna get this together. And I still go to Disney World once a year, like I like to,
Okay.
and a
See,
beach vacation. Like we got to do something.
like the way you made it sound, take on their debt. That's what the side eye was for. Cause he made it sound like they coming in and you just, okay, I'm gonna pay this off. That's not how this works.
No,
Hold
I don't
on.
think that's what he. I don't think I didn't take he meant it like that.
Once you started answering,
Yeah,
I was like, okay, let me take the side eye back.
yeah.
My bad. But I think that something that's really important, and so like when I moved in with my ex, well, I didn't move in with him. We got an apartment together. He had the money, but he was terrible at managing it. Terrible. So something that I think for me now, after living with somebody and seeing poor money management and them not having the ability to come through in the clutch, I think that before I move in with anybody else, we need to go on, put our finances on the table. Let's talk about how we currently handle our bills separately. Let's pull some credit reports, see what's on them, because eventually we're gonna have to see that anyway. I think being transparent before you move in will save you a lot of trouble later on. And then just being with somebody, you gotta watch their spending habits. Watch what happens when they struggle. Kind of watch where their money go. Not like you, not like you watching them like they're a child, but just kind of pay attention to what they do with their money. Do they ever say to go on trips? Do they ever go on trips? Because you got people that'll make six figures and stay in their hometown their whole life, not go anywhere. So, you know, you got to see what they're willing to spend money on, because everybody got something they'll spend money on, and everybody got something they'll be cheap about.
I agree.
So it's when it comes down to the finances, it's so much that goes into it. But I definitely think before you move in with somebody, if y'all don't take any other advice, please pull credit reports, look at check stubs, because some people be like, "Oh, I'm making $50 an hour," and they making 10. They be lying.
How the hell do you survive?
That's like the lady. That's like the lady on TikTok where she did the little thing. Who the fuck did I marry?
Yes.
Yeah, I tuned into that. She lost me at some point because it was like, "Now you just stupid."
She lost me when he bought the car, but he never brought it home.
No, she lost me when she asked him, when she kept asking him to send the paperwork to the realtor, the approval letter,
and he
like
kept
it was
putting
just
that same. It's the fact that she tried. They had the same approval letter for longer than 90 days, and it wasn't clicking to her. Like, ma'am, approval letters don't last 6 months.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, TikTok really give me a vibe of what be going on in the world, and I just be like, it's always somebody in the world dumber than you. Always.
Wow.
She was like, I don't want to blame her, but she really did. Who did she marry? Ma'am, he showed you all the red flags within 2 weeks. He brought his trash bag over early. Like, that's a red flag that people be ignoring. Like, if he come through the door,
when COVID hit, they put everybody in a position. When COVID put everybody in a position.
Or it should have woke you up. It should have woke you up to start something, start your own business.
He said he had the biggest mansion or whatever, and he was looking for a house, but they was moving in her little apartment. Come on now.
Wow.
It's stuff like that. Pay attention to the red flags. But I think that she wanted to be loved, and I think that kind of played into the topic. I think some people overlook red flags because they want somebody to want them. They want somebody to be with so bad that it's like, I'm going to just deal with it and pretend it don't exist.
Yeah.
And just like in the end of her story, it goes completely left.
Yeah.
And that's the risk you take, because you know that, I might be loved, but that sounds like a momentary thing. That sounds like a
Legion. And he was also an example of what I mean by some people be lying, because he was paying all her bills. Like, she wasn't just completely stupid. He was paying all her bills, but he was lying, talking about he was an executive at a company. He was the janitor.
Yeah.
So it's like, you really gotta see and verify sometimes. Let me see.
Legion put him in a chokehold for sure.
So I know we had Essence weekend. You know where I'm about to go with this. We had Essence weekend, and I know Tay was out there. I don't know if Ghost, you had the pleasure of going to Essence?
Nah, not this year. I didn't want to go this year. It's the quality has gone. I used to go a lot, like in my early 20s with the family, and the quality is not there.
Okay, I agree, because I told Tay I don't think Essence was, from what I was told.
I told you I just went to see Usher.
Yeah, we know you went to drool over Usher. We get it. We get that part.
Wow.
Yeah, but my question to y'all is, and I noticed this with a lot of women, and they'll go out, and I know y'all, especially if y'all get y'all shit together. I know y'all, when y'all dress up, y'all come correct. And I'm pretty sure y'all get approached and y'all get a lot of attention, which is deserved. You know, some may be good, some may be like, fuck, here we go with this shit again. I get it. But my question is, how can or what should a man that's trying to approach women that's very attractive or whatever like that? Oh, and Zay, by the way, we got 42 active viewers across all platforms, and it's climbing. Just want to let y'all know that we are climbing. We are doing good. Y'all keep liking, keep joining the show. But I notice women be like, yeah, I'm just here with my girls and I'm here to enjoy a good time and da 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 da. How can men overcome that barrier and just be like, man, I want to have a conversation with her? Like, because it seems like y'all don't do nothing. Like, if I'm talking about, man, come up to y'all, yeah, I'm good. That straight up, I'm good. Like, but then y'all saying I'm looking for a good man and all this other shit.
If I'm in the club, I'm not there for a man.
Forget the club. Take the club aspect out, because
We got it allowed.
yeah, take that club shit out. No, we ain't talking about no club. We talking about a bar, a lounge. I don't know, somewhere like a little poolside little bar that people be going, rooftop decks.
Let's be real here. Out here,
yeah.
How many pools, rooftop bars aren't like the club?
Let me tell you something, Ghost. You know who you talking to? That's Tay.
I know, but I'm saying let's talk about like really.
Tay knows some spots.
I understand that. I know some spots too, but what I'm saying is really.
Why you gonna try to put me as a city girl?
For the general population, how many places and spots can they really go to that's not?
Well, this is my thing. For me, by me being in the city for so long, like it's not too many people I'm gonna run across that I don't already know.
Wow.
So like most people, like nobody not about to really try to holler at me. They're not. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm with my friends. And 9 times out of 10, at some point, they didn't try to holler at one of my friends at some point. So they know that's dead. And then on the other side, like my male friend and his friends, like most of the time, we all hang together and we all end up linking. So it's kind of like nobody not about to approach me because 9 times out of 10, they think I'm dealing with somebody in the crew. So for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't tell you the last time somebody tried to holler at me in public. I can't.
Really?
Real talk.
The puppeteer?
Real talk.
Oh man, I got some.
Like a person may see me in public and then come back and I post on Instagram and they be like, "I saw you that night." Okay.
I know some people that never met you before that's been acquiring, but I kind of let them.
Well, I'll be at Bayou Beer Garden on most Friday, so they want to just,
Hey, fellas,
pull up and shoot the shot.
You heard it from Tay. I'm just saying, for those that keep asking me, you heard it from her. Not, hey, whatever she does and rejects your ass, do not come back and blame that shit on me.
They gonna blame it on you.
How? If I'm giving you a pep,
they gonna say you sent them there.
Yeah, I sent them there, but I sent them there with a warning, just like I'm gonna tell them about ghosts. Y'all keep asking about her.
I'm a very nice.
The crazy thing is that's how my male best friend is. Like he's the type that if somebody asks him about me, he tell them all of the worst things about me that a person could possibly not like. Wow. And then he'll be like, yeah, because something just tried to holler at you, but I tried to save him. And I told him this, and I'll be like, damn, dog, you throwing me down the drain like that? And he was like, yeah, I don't be wanting people to feel like I ain't give them the warning when they get in this situation and then you dog them. I'll be like, that's crazy.
Honestly, to answer the question, I was really sitting here thinking, it's a few ways. For one, if I'm out with like a group of friends, at some point, I'm probably going to make a block around wherever we might be by myself. If you can catch me while I'm making that look, because I'm one of the people that might wander off, or I might just want to catch a vibe, see what's going on. So if you can catch me while I'm solo, that's step 1. 2, I like to laugh. I like to play. Like I have a very, like when I'm cool, calm, out, collected, like just having a ball, I love to joke around. If you can make me laugh, I might stick around and talk to you for a little minute. Like I don't want to have no serious conversation. Don't be weird about it. But also at the same time, have some sense.
But it's hard not to be weird about it in the initial.
Hold on, what you
how
mean
you
by
doing? My name is James.
I don't know because the last.
It's not like a story. What you mean makes sense? You got a story for us?
No, it's just that a lot of people, I ain't even gonna say men, I just feel like people that's like in society, they don't have sense. They just be talking. What do you like? And I don't even, common sense is not common. That's the best way to put it. Common sense is no longer common.
That's true.
And I would like people to find it. But make me laugh. Corny pickup lines do make me laugh. But I feel like the last dude that approached me and I was out with friends, one, he caught me when I was doing my little walk around. He caught me before my best friend came to find me, because when I do the walk around, if I'm going too long, she going, where you at? Let me reel you back in. But he just kind of walked up on me, and I was walking. So now that I think about it, it was kind of a little creepy, because I was walking down like a dark stretch. We was at a bar, but he just kind of started walking with me, and he was just asking me like, hey, how you doing? How's your night going? He randomly asked me where I was from, because he felt like I wasn't from here. I'm not. So that kind of was a conversation starter. And we started joking back and forth about me being from Shreveport, and it just went from there.
Okay.
So, I mean, just talk to me like you already know me. That'll probably help you.
Has it ever been a point in your lifetime for both of y'all where y'all just say, man, like Tay said, if I apply pressure, I'm getting it? You ever just say, man, I ain't waiting on, I'm about to go holler at him. Just asking.
Yeah. Now, did it work out? Ooh. Gotta think, but like when I said, did it work out in the long run?
Tay?
I don't think I ever actually hollered at a dude.
Not sure even just say, just go spot. Not just say, let me just see where the conversation will go. No, oh, that's not you. That's not you. Okay.
Like somebody gotta at least give me a little percent that they kind of interested. I ain't gonna just shoot.
And then I'm looking at Brittany.
I'm afraid of rejection.
You afraid of rejection?
Yeah, everybody is not for everybody. I'm not every man cup of tea.
I never knew the puppeteer had feelings like that. Oh. But personally, the corny pickup lines. So we talking about pickup lines. What's the corny? What you mean by corniest pickup lines? What we?
I like a corny pickup line.
So what's a corny pickup line? You the only 10 I see? That's
they kind of in that range. They're in that range.
Yeah.
Who still says that?
You'd be surprised.
Like they have niggas that still hit you with corny pickup lines.
All right.
I had a nigga hit me with a few pickup lines Saturday, and I was like,
okay, what was it?
I can't remember it. It was a lot.
That's how corny it was.
It was funny, cute though. Like it was to the point where I couldn't even be like, shut up. Like.
See, the thing, it works for me because I like to laugh, and a corny pickup line will most likely make me laugh.
They lying. They gonna call them lame if someone approached them with that. Yeah, that's what I say.
That's not true.
I'm not true.
That's what I say. I think y'all just saying this for the show. I think y'all gonna be like, stop it. Get the hell out of my damn face.
See, when I'm out, I love to laugh, and I got one of them laughs like it's loud. It's a capo. So if you can make me laugh, listen.
Okay. See, look,
I'm gonna keep talking.
Okay.
Because now we got to joke back and forth. I got to see if after that corny pickup line, you still funny.
So maybe I need to shoot my shot at a nigga, and then he might marry me.
For anybody watching, I love me a Drewski. Not like don't be big as Drewski, because it's hot out. We in Louisiana, it's hot.
Because I was about to ask how that goes during summertime.
But I like Drewski. To me is a naturally funny person. Like. I really enjoy his like shows and his videos. So I need you to make me like Drewski me, like make me laugh, because I be capping.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You know, a little humor or whatever like that.
I need a lot.
So you just an overall goofy person.
I like the jokes. Like I don't even know if you call it goofy, but you know what? Yes. If you really get to know me and like we close, I'm very goofy. I laugh at everything.
Okay. Hey.
And I need a man that's gonna be able to keep up with that. I don't want excuse me, but I don't want a serious ass nigga. Please take a joke. I've had one, and he was always mad at me. He was like a little pit bull that just never left. He was just mad all day, every day.
Yeah, and also too, that's something I'm not gonna lie to. I know I was just capping a few minutes ago about rejection though, but that used to be probably one of the biggest things I had to overcome. I would say mostly. Probably in high school though, mostly it was just like the rejection part. Like, man, I don't think.
You was afraid of rejection too?
I was. I ain't gonna lie.
But
I
see,
ain't gonna
does
lie.
it count if they give you an inkling that they kind of like vibing with you? I feel like it's still shooting, even if
Man,
they give you the vibe. Whoever speak first, I feel like it's
you
the
know,
shooting.
but you know what's so crazy goes like throughout my life and all the women that I've dealt with and I had situationships with and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was women that me personally, I never thought that I'll have and I didn't do nothing different. It was just straight up the way I carry myself in my conversation. The way I don't know. It was just how somebody be like, oh, I want her. Like all your partners be like, man, I'm getting her. If you had a job or whatever. So if you had a job and you be like, man, that thing, I'm getting her. I was the type to be like, yeah, she fine, but I already know just, and I used to not judge a book by its cover, but it's more like, yeah, she want one of them making that money, drug dealer type, or
All right, Drake, stay humble.
I'm just saying, like, that was surprisingly learning. Some women to come up be like, well, damn, all these niggas hollering at me, but he didn't even like he'll say what's up, and there's something mysterious about him. Like, I'm about to see what's up with him. And then when you find the conversation and it's something interesting, that's kind of like how I kind of to this day, I'm still trying to figure out how me and Tay became friends. I still to this point, maybe because she was dogging all my partners when we used to work, and me and Tay just became cool friends. Ain't that right, Tay? Tay, got your tongue? Ain't that a bitch? But anyway, but yeah, I don't. I just feel like if you want someone, what's the worst they can say? They gonna either tell you, "I'm good."
No is the worst. No is the
Now if they
worst.
just
I'm
come out the
straight.
group.
I'm
Look, if they
straight.
come,
Oh, that's the one. If they tell you I'm straight in front of a group of people, oh my god!
oh
Now I
yeah,
gotta
now
start
that,
acting. That's
yeah,
why men be
now that might
mad.
be
Now
that might be like, oh shit, damn, like, oh lord, ooh.
that's why men be so
See,
they
that's
be
why.
mad.
That's
I'm
why I
just
could
saying
never
that
do
is
it.
kind of. Hold up. So, all right. So, don't be afraid. Hold on. Let me catch these comments. So, Brittany said rejection just means they wasn't the one. There is billions of people in the world. It's gonna take time for you to find your one.
And that
Correct.
is true, but I don't want to get the rejected one. I don't want that one.
But
I
see,
want
that's what
another
I'm
one.
trying to figure out. Like Tay said earlier, right? She was like, she's not gonna make a move unless there's like a little inkling or something. I feel like that's still shooting your shot because I don't think I've ever. The more I think about it, I don't think I've ever just shot randomly at a man without having like some type of confirmation. Whether it's like locking eyes or a little joke here there. Like there was some confirmation. Like, oh, I know I got it. I can shoot.
Right.
So I can't really, I guess, brag on the Steph Curry with the shot if I always knew. I was always in the paint. I just took
Hey,
the
I mean,
shot. So I don't know. I feel like, is it shooting your shot if you know, like you got it? I feel like that's still shooting your shot because you have to make
No,
the
it's
move.
not. No.
All right.
Shooting your shot is when you go in there blind and
Oh,
you
well, I
either
ain't
make
doing
it or you
that.
don't. That's
Well,
what I'm trying
that,
to say.
but that's
No,
what
I ain't
I'm
I'm
doing
saying.
not
Like,
doing it.
it. I ain't
I
going
ain't doing it.
hey, and like I said, with the rejection part, that was something because I used to always be like, man, I want to talk
I'm
to
gonna have
her.
to be walking past
I'm
and think
disappearing
catch
immediately.
eyes, something.
That so you need that type of.
If a nigga reject me and people around too, what? That is
Oh,
I'm not gonna
crazy.
lie. P comment is me. If they tell me no, I'm good on that, I'm disappearing. Poof. Never to be seen
That's why I'm
again.
going home. I'm going home at that point. Ain't enough for us to be out for. That's why I don't do it.
I'm just saying
Oh
that
no! You
that
know
is a
how
hurt.
like you just stuck with the stuck face. Now everybody looking at you like, oh, that's the one he said. No, I'm good too.
And that is a
Like, for example, I have the greatest example. This girl tried to holler at my partner, right?
mm-hmm.
My partner, he's sitting there. He was there before all of us got there. So this girl trying to sit there. She hollered at my partner. So as soon as we came, this my partner. So why is she trying to holler at me? So now all of us looking, we turning around trying to see who we talking about, trying to put it together. And she probably sitting there looking like, this is embarrassing. Because soon after that, the girl left. And I would have left too. Because at this point, now all your friends that just sat at this table know that I tried to holler at you and you shot me down.
Points were made.
And that's embarrassing. I don't want to be that girl. Yeah, son. She tried to holler at me. And then he just sitting back there like,
Wow.
He feeling offended, and you are too, cause dang.
Now I feel played because his partner's looking at me like.
Because he over there saying, why would she even come approach me?
Exactly.
But then that might lead for somebody else. That
Who?
might be 10 times better than who you try to
No
holler at.
cap.
To be
If
like,
my
shit, you look,
homegirl,
I feel played that this
I'm
that's
just
gonna
saying.
take me like
But
a month to recover to try to holler at somebody else.
But the other person might be like, you rejected that? Man, that's my man. What's up?
if my
Hey.
Niggas
homegirl
know.
reject the man, I don't want him. Because obviously there's something in that.
I'm not gonna lie though. Y'all can do some petty ass. What's up? I'm good. I'm straight. Yeah.
Because what they gonna say?
I
Because
just like the balloon.
your homegirl end up talking to a dude you rejected, and now you the Ocho Cinco wanted me.
And you know what's so crazy? That's funny. Like, what if you get like if you go holler at the girl that you want or the woman that you want, and they be like, nah, I'm good, I'm straight. But then you walk back and your homeboys be like, what happened? Nah, she said she good. But then 5 minutes later, another dude come and what the
And he get the goal.
Now you
Dog.
sitting there with the stink face.
You be
Guys,
like,
guys
what?
to know I'm going home. Guys to know I'm going home. I will not stay to watch it.
Right, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I'm not staying there to watch it.
I'm gonna have to shoot just randomly this week. I'm gonna have to shoot just to see what happens. I'm gonna have an update for y'all next week. I gotta see what happens. I gotta do a random. I just want to see now, like, because I don't think I've ever just shot randomly. I gotta go dig deep and see who I've never spoken to on my friend list.
I'm sorry. That has to be one of the most devastating self-esteem moments. Just
I'm not gonna lie. If I shoot this week and it's not a victory, I'm coming back and I'm gonna slander you for a long time. Slander you for the rest of time, because I'm gonna say you made me do it. Shawn.
I ain't make you do anything. I just asked you a question.
You up here punching people up, so you ain't never tried. And what if you do this? And if you gonna do that?
Look, I ain't gonna lie. Some of the guys gotta invest in some good cologne. Y'all be spraying. Now I'm gonna tell you this.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. A nigga could walk past me and smell good. I'll be like.
And do you know how mad I'd be if I turn around?
Hold up.
And he look like the sticky shit at the bottom.
I ain't gonna lie.
Can.
I don't know about no facts.
That's when you ask him. I don't mean to be rude, but what you have?
What you got on? Because I'm gonna lie for somebody.
But then he gonna think you trying to holler, and then it's like, no.
Hey, that's our opportunity to shoot our shot. Like,
that's not.
Yeah, that's that. Such and such. Yeah, bam, and start the count. What you doing all this for?
And that's what she said. I didn't buy for my man. Look how he looks.
That part.
Okay.
My next little boo will have it for Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, birthday. Yes.
Tragic.
All right.
But just because.
And then look, I'm gonna continue. So I mean, I'm just saying. Till then, what's your number? Let's go on a
No.
Yeah.
That's why I got two phones right there.
I hate the let me call me from no, we're not doing that. I'm gonna put it on the contact section for you to just put your number in. Nobody told you to call yourself.
They just want to make sure
when they do that.
That's why I gotta I ain't gonna care. That's why I get him the Android number. And people be like, but you had an iPhone in your hand. I know what I had in my hand.
So the iPhone is for the most important people. Android is for like, whatever.
Because I'm most likely to leave an Android at home. Like, I typically have them both on me, but I use my second phone for more like work and or like the Netflix phone if I want to put some music on. It's that phone. It's just the phone that's here. So honestly, I start with the Android and then give them the iPhone if I really want to be bothered with you, because that's the phone I'm most likely to be on, talk on. It's just, and it didn't start out that way, but I noticed after a while, like, all right, I just give you the Android phone and not even worry about it. It'd be on silent half the time anyway. But
don't get mad at me for the advice what I just said to you. Don't do that.
I'm gonna try it and we're gonna see.
Try it.
I ain't trying.
Try it, and make sure that it counts. Because you might come back, Shawn. You know what happened? I met the amazing man in my life, Shawn, and Yeah, I'm gonna be like, see, you shot your shot. Like, you ain't have to wait for him. Maybe he waiting for you to spark the conversation and then everything will flow. That could be the possibility too. Oh man, look, you're laughing. See, you're laughing.
I ain't gonna never figure it out then.
We know you're not gonna figure it out. You are the forever puppeteer. Play with them.
That's not. I'm telling you, by the end of this year, I'm gonna be serious with somebody. Mark my word.
Okay.
I believe in you.
I believe it. You manifest that. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
It's already in work. She's pulling the string.
The right-
already.
The right one is gonna come, and we're gonna vibe, and it's just gonna be the right thing, the right time, right person, right place, right time.
Right.
You know what the "you can't be ugly and musty" comment makes me think of, and this is kind of messed up, but I honestly feel like if you are not the most like, there are still ugly people in the world. I'm sorry, that's a comment that's gonna be probably like, because they say everybody's beautiful to somebody. There's some people it's just not clicking.
It's all about the personality.
And I don't mean like I'm not
No.
saying that they look outright.
Yes.
I mean,
I
like,
see
it's just
some
like-
relationships online, and I'd be like, "But I'm single though." But
Like,
I'm not in a
everybody's
relationship. Like, why?
Because the personality. The
But I feel like if
personality
you
is
ugly, you
something.
gotta know how to dress. And I feel like you know how they dress kids up when they not the most.
They put the
cutest
barrettes
kid?
in their face.
You know your kid ugly, and or
They
you
got
know
the little
you're
hat
not
on.
an attractive person when they start commenting and complimenting on everything but your looks.
Oh, girl, them shoes, them thighs, girl. That baby got some fat cheeks.
That's a nice outfit. Come on,
Girl,
now.
you dress that baby from head to toe.
And it's the same in the adult world. When you tell like if they don't compliment anything about your appearance, and it's just, oh, I like that fit you got on, or your hair is nice, and they just leave it there. That's it. Like, all right.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, people actually, like, for me, people actually be like, I'm so pretty. Because, like, I feel like I don't have many other features like most women. Like, I don't have a big butt. I don't have big breasts. So, it's like things like that. You kind of be like, well, I got to take my cuteness to the door. Like, I got to run with it. I ain't got much
I will
else.
say, the thing I hear most, a lot of people say they like my smile.
Wow.
Because if I really smile or I'm cackling, I got a Kool-Aid smile, showing all my teeth.
Not the cackling.
Showing all my teeth.
Cackling.
If y'all hear it.
You heard it. You heard him cackling.
Okay. Hey,
Listen,
nothing wrong with that.
gotta like my smile. I gotta blind them with the smile so the cackle don't sound as loud.
Girl, you can't miss that cackle. I don't care how big your smile is. The first thing a person here, like, I know she fucking lying.
Well,
That's what it is. And they turn around like, oh, you have such a nice smile. I know.
well, I know at the end of the day, both of y'all get the attention. I know y'all do. Y'all ain't gotta
I ain't
sit up
Drizzy
there.
Drake.
I ain't Drizzy Drake. I'm Shawn. I'm the bad guy according to T. And
It might be Future, honestly.
You are that red flag, like that red shirt. Come on now.
why am I a red flag? I'm not a red flag. I'm just. You might be right. I don't
You
know.
give me like you like a
Never.
50-50. It's like
Never.
the fence.
A what?
It's giving 50-50. Like you got like the good guy persona, but then behind it it's like the light.
Exactly. Like,
You
I
know-
hate that for him.
You lost
He
me
really
when
be
you
trying to
said
act like he's such a good guy, and it really be showing.
that first date, the shoes, that gave me the true personality. That light skin hopped out real fast.
I'm just saying. I just point out. I mean, Tay don't. She comes at me telling me all this other. Nuh-uh. That's why I'm coming at her 100% this season because I got tired of all that. The bad guy and I don't see Shawn doing this and doing that. You just don't know. I be
I would
outside.
agree with you though.
Cause my
I do
thing
that.
is you came on this show like you wasn't. Oh no, I'm good.
I be out-
I'm this and I'm that, and look at you now.
I be outside. I might not be outside
Be
as much.
outside.
I be outside. Yeah. I might not
Where
be
you be
outside
outside
like
at?
that.
Cause I don't never see you, and I be outside.
No, you don't. You don't be outside. No, you don't.
He be
You-
at
hold
the
up,
blues
hold.
club. That's
Just
why he be
because-
at the blues club.
Hold
Come on
up,
now.
bro.
You know
Just
that.
because she went to Essence Fest for that weekend, she ain't about to fool me. She don't be outside like that.
I be outside.
No, you don't. And don't invite me and Zig.
Well, Zig don't come. Let's start off there. It don't matter where or when you invite him anywhere. Zig does not come.
Mm-hmm.
You, on the other hand, you might possibly come, but well, you might have came this weekend because your boo was a little busy. I saw her posting, she was doing the Essence thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Shots fired.
Ain't no shots fired. That's what she wants to do. Trust me, because believe it or not, Ghost, when she had her boo, which I met at the party, I
He
gave
had
her.
he had to prove that he was outside. He had to use an example. He was out.
You see it.
But I'm outside though. Trust me. And if I
When
posted
you
my
be
story,
outside,
that's for me to
She
know.
looked confused. It's the fact that she
But
looked
Ghost, that's the
genuinely
crazy thing.
confused.
Everybody be saying that, but I be outside. Just because I don't tell you or post everything, I'm outside. Check my Instagram.
Now he missed the I don't post. Okay.
I do post. That should give you an indication. I don't hold up. I don't
Now
think
he
I
missed
just
the
put clothes on.
mysterious.
I don't think I put clothes on just to post up and just say, "Well, I'm gonna take a picture and then go back inside." Apparently, I'm going somewhere. Like, don't get it twisted now. I be outside.
now Ghost, not your people in the comments stirring some shit up.
They
They gonna get blocked.
Does the red flag have a thing for Tay?
This season we gonna start blocking them.
And
Wow. Oh, that's what we doing.
This season we gotta start blocking them out.
Hey.
Portia not gonna make it to next episode.
Hey, I like
She
Portia
not.
because she likes to stir up trouble. Them
That's
comments
my
she
best
made-
friend. That's my best friend. Shit.
Hey, and guess what? Best friend, keep
It's
coming
a
back
month.
for
It's
more.
a month, man. You gotta let her
I'm
cook.
going
It's a
to
month.
say, I'm going to say some things that's gonna ruffle your feathers. And trust me, if I get under Tay skin, I'm gonna definitely get under yours. So you keep coming back, and we're gonna have some very more interesting topics. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be in the comments.
I'm not listen. In the podcast world, I'm the head menace now. So don't start no fire that you can't keep going.
Hey,
The head menace be checking in.
hey, that's what's up. I'm with all the smoke. This is what Tay wanted. This is in Zig. Y'all pulling it out of me. This is what y'all want.
Because we want you to be the real you. We don't want you on here
This
pretending
is
to
me.
be somebody,
This
an
is me.
image that you want to be.
This
It's
is
a
me.
villain origin story. Like
For the first 3 seasons, Shawn portrayed this image of who he wanted to be. Now it's starting to come out of who he really is.
And Tay starting to come out too.
I've been me.
No,
I
you
was
haven't.
a little more
No, you haven't.
filtered.
I've
filtered.
never heard you say that's the main. I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
Why you keep
kill me.
doing the puppet?
Because that is crazy to me.
He's never gonna let that go.
I'm never letting that go. Because I never knew that. She said that shit
Never.
about her toxic trait. Yeah, I play with their feelings and then what? That's how it's not. I can respect it though. I can respect it. But of course, we are almost
I
at
was
the
honest.
You was. I gotta respect it though. But we are at the almost 2-hour mark. We about to cut it short for sure. But Tay, Ghost, anything that y'all wanna say before we do go and let the people go for the rest of the night? Anything y'all wanna final thoughts on what we discussed today, or any
All I
advice
got
for
is
everybody that's in the chat?
that them red flags are not Six Flags. That's all I got. And pull the credit report before you move in. That's my final thought. Pull the credit report and check the check stubs. Like run them through the systems that they got now to make sure they real.
Not the
Hey.
Tell them pull up the app and then
Might as
log
well.
in and let you see. Because they be lying. Don't get you a Legion out here. Credit and check them check stubs.
I ain't gonna lie, while you doing all that, you might as well pull out the most important thing too, the medical records.
That too. That my chart. Log
That's
in. Let
at
me
the
see.
top.
My chart. Let's see what's up since we doing all that. My
2020,
girl,
that's
Tay.
it.
Tay, any final
Yes.
thoughts? Anything you want to put out on the table? Anything you want to just let the people know for everything we talked about tonight?
We covered so much tonight.
We did.
I would say if you're dealing with red flags, let them go now. Like, don't lean them on, because you have some people, younger people that watch too. Like, that's probably at the stage where they getting in these situations. Like, leave them situationships alone. Like, if it's not bringing value to you, if you don't seem like it's gonna be anything long term, that's gonna be positive, just let it go.
Fact.
And if you are gonna be that person that just play around, be honest and communicate and let a person know where you at. Don't even play the role of, oh, it's just me and you. No, just be real, be honest.
Okay.
Leave it alone.
That's facts.
Leave them situationships alone.
And if you gotta be a side piece, be a good one. Just saying.
Eh, well, I kind of piggyback off of both of them. I mean, at the end of the day, know what you're getting into. Like Tay always used to say, and Ghost said the same thing. Know your lane. Stay in the lane that you want to drive in. Understand the consequences. What you going down because yeah, it might be what we call the honeymoon phase in the beginning, but if y'all not communicating and doing what y'all need to do, it's gonna end bad for somebody. So know your lane.
Know your lane.
And if you're not prepared for them red flags, wave the white flag. That's all I can tell you.
Got to.
Okay? Got to. But most definitely, I got to shout out Tay and Ghost. Y'all were amazing as always. Thank y'all for putting up. Ghost, I don't know if you know, Zig is behind the production board, but I
We
was
can
kind of,
tell now.
yeah, definitely.
The way it's rolling now, we can tell.
Yeah,
Still on the move
you can tell
around.
who does the production, but shout out to
Yeah.
Zig. Shout out to Zig for teaching me the production part. I will get better with it. But shout out to y'all as always. Y'all was amazing. Great
But Shawn,
conversation.
you did a great job. I'm proud of you.
I
You did a
just
really
did the
great
big.
Degrees is
job.
diabolical. Degrees is diabolical.
You did a great job.
You did.
I did what I needed to do to make sure the show ran good. And that's it. I can't take the credit.
Claps
Y'all,
for you.
y'all,
Claps for you.
y'all made the
Yeah, I'm
show as
proud of you.
always.
Giving
And
flowers.
I appreciate that. Oh, that not you doing that. No, I got you. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
But for everybody that tuned in, thank y'all. Definitely follow the co-hosts, Ghosts, follow Tay Talks. What it is again? Because Zig, put it up on the ticker because you backstage. I need everybody to follow my girls. Make sure y'all support them. Definitely show them some love. And I mean, we out. I appreciate y'all, man. So Zig, you could cut us out.